What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be jumping into CoinMarketCap, going back through the past 7 days and see some of the price action that's happened. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at some recent Algorand news. Algorand is starting to form somewhat of a narrative. We're going to jump into that. Then we're going to start looking at some of the Bitcoin dominance charts and see where we're going as far as Bitcoin, the king of crypto, is headed. So if that sounds interesting, stick around, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and smash the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's jump into it. Okay, guys, we're looking at CoinMarketCap today. I wanted to take you through and just look at the past 7 days. We've calmed down a good bit since we jumped up to the $23,000 range. Bitcoin 7-day, we're down 3%. That's just because we spiked around that 24.1 level. Now we're just hovering in the 23, high 22 range. You can see right now we're hovering right at 23,000. Ethereum, past 7 days, pretty stable. Hasn't moved much. We're up 0.5%. That's looking good. Staying steady at 1652. Jumping down, BNB up 3.5% in the past 7 days, sitting at $328. BNB, this is Binance's native token. I believe this got up to around 650 during the last bull run, at the peak of the last bull run. So all that needs to do is 2x to get back to those highs. This one, I believe, is going to be in the thousands coming soon. Probably, maybe this year, maybe early next year. XRP, still not tradable, but they are going through the lawsuit with the SEC. We'll see what happens with them and see if they are able to rejoin the crypto space and get back listed onto the exchanges. Cardano for me continues to be dismal and not really make big moves. We are pretty steady here on this one as well. But as you can tell, with Bitcoin being so steady right now for the past week and a half, everything else is going to be fairly stable as well. Polygon, big winner. You can see, check this out. It's still going up. We're up about 9% in the past week. This has been a pretty big winner. Solana still hovering around that $23 range. It got up to about, I think it spiked at about 26 and then it's dropped a little bit back down. So Solana is still back at the pre-FTX levels, sitting at around $24 per coin. Litecoin, this one has gone to $100 since the past, about November of last year. So this one continues to rise. We've had a slight turnover here recently, but this one still looks good. I like Litecoin still. Avalanche, narrative behind this one. This is another layer 2. I think there's potential here. I'm not invested, but I've heard great things about it. Moving down into Cosmos. Cosmos, a narrative is forming. I don't own any. I don't know much about it. If you know anything about Cosmos, leave a comment below and let me know if you like Cosmos and why you like it. Chainlink. All right, this one I tweeted out today and said this is the most undervalued coin in crypto right now. They are doing so much for the chain, and I think they are constantly just underrated here. I believe this should be a top 10 project. This is going to be the oracle of the blockchain. I keep saying that. I don't understand why their price is still low, but I still think that Link is going to be a winner in the long run. Like I said, Link has stayed in the top 25 coins since its inception in 2017. So I still believe that this is a decent coin to hold and accumulate. That's not financial advice, that's just my own opinion, as with the rest of this video. All right, coming down into Algorand, and we're gonna jump into an Algorand story here in a minute. Algorand's done very well in the past 7 days. We're up 15%. I did take a pretty large stake in this back when the coin was, I think it was around 14 cents, something like that. This one has been rising and the narrative here is growing. So I am very curious to see where this goes in the next 6 months to a year. I imagine that this is going to pop into the top 20 coins and we're going to see its rise. Again, with this one, the peak of the previous bull run, this coin got to about $1.70. So that's still about a 7x from here, 7 or 8x. So just be looking out for that. And I think this is going to be a winner in the future. All right, so that's just really an overview of some of the top, 30 coins that I'm invested in, that I like, that I keep in touch with and keep up with. So I wanted to move into Algorand and why I took a position here and just some of the narrative that's forming. Algorand to drive Web3 adoption in India through key partnerships. Algorand Foundation announces several partnerships in India, including collaborations with schools to develop educational programs to help grow Web3 in the country. We are ready to take center stage in India and across the globe to fuel world-changing solutions to improve access to financial services, healthcare, education, and so many other critical applications. So they are starting to partner with different governments around the world. I think that these are going to be imperative chains for CBDCs because they are coming. The CEO and founder, the CEO is Stacy Warden, but the founder is an MIT graduate. And if you look back at some of my previous videos to discuss the founder of Algorand and Gary Gensler, the SEC chairman, have close ties. I believe that Algorand is going to be in the United States future of banking. And so let's see, Algorand's CEO says, "I am thrilled to be back in India and especially to see the embrace and enthusiasm by people across the country for technology that can so significantly and positively impact their quality of life." So this technology is coming, it's being implemented in different countries, and they are starting to form these partnerships around the token. So I think Algorand is going to be a winner for this next bull run, and I think there's going to be a massive narrative around it. So we will be watching the price, and I will keep you guys updated on where this one is going. Okay, so I wanted to jump into Bitcoin before we conclude the video. Now, last time we talked, I showed you these green and red boxes and how you can notice a trend: 3 years, 1 year, 3 years, 1 year, 3 years. And it's pretty consistent as far as the 3-year bull run and then the 1-year pullback, bear market. 3-year run, 1-year pullback. So this is pretty distinct. I wanted you to see, again, the Heikinashi. I have a video describing what the Heikinashi is, but I wanted you to see the clear difference here and why I like this so much. So look at this. I mean, you can't get much clearer than this. Green with the candles, and then red. And I stopped here where we had that lowest drop, lowest point here, lowest shadow. Green, 3 years, red, 1 year. We started going green again, and then red for 1 full year. So you get a really clear picture of the pattern that we've been seeing since the inception of Bitcoin. You can't, although you can't time the bottoms or the tops perfectly, once you start looking at the charts, it tells a pretty definite narrative on when the timing is close to correct to be able to insert or take out some liquidity in the market. So here, guys, I'm still saying this is probably a decent time. This is just my opinion based off of the information that I have at my fingertips, and that's why I'm making this video, for you guys to have the best information possible. All right, so I just wanted to show you the Heikinashi, even more clear here. The last thing I wanted to show you is the Bitcoin dominance. So you can see this goes back to 2015. This is market cap of Bitcoin. This is calculated by TradingView. Now you can see right here in the last bull run that we topped out at the Bitcoin dominance at about 75% here, and we've been dropping ever since. Now you can see there's starting to be a turn. We bottomed out at about 38% of Bitcoin dominance, and now we're starting to track back up. Now the Bitcoin dominance is the market cap of Bitcoin when compared to the total of market cap for every other coin in the crypto space. So Bitcoin makes up of 43% of the crypto market. And typically when Bitcoin starts to make a move and gain higher dominance is the note of a starting bull run. As you can see here, Bitcoin started to take off in dominance. and then the bull run kicked off shortly after. So we could be seeing that here. However, we saw a little bit of this and then it turned around again. So I am looking at this daily to see if we have any sort of breakouts. If we break out past this 45% level, then I will have somewhat of a better confirmation that we are continuing to head up into this 55-58% range. I don't think that we're going to get back up to the 74% range just because other coins are growing and the narrative behind other coins are growing as well. You're seeing ETH take on a narrative of not only, you know, being the internet of Web3 smart contracts, but you're also seeing it being deflationary, which is taking and burning coins from its total supply, whereas Bitcoin is still inserting coins until 2140 when it hits that 21 million coin. So we'll see where this goes. Bitcoin is still the granddaddy asset in the crypto space, so we always watch it before everything else to see what the market's doing. So guys, if this video gave you some good insight, if you enjoyed the content here, if you got value out of that, please again, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and tap that notification bell to get all the latest updates. Appreciate it, guys. See you next time.